Well, hi. William Friedman here, author of Land That I Love. Yeah, I got the business cards printed up. Oh, come on, focus already. Maybe it is focused, so I'm just wasted. Anyway, it is Saturday, January 15th, 2011. I am here at Arisia. It's a uh, sci-fi fantasy convention in Boston. It's at the Weston Waterfront, right near downtown. And getting here was, well, I'm not going to say it was half the fun, but it wasn't unpleasant. I am a new fan of Greyhound. Uh, I last time I took an intercity bus was close to 20 years ago, and it was disgusting and smelly, and I hated it, and I never did it again. But this time, I mean, just wasn't worth the money. Come up to Boston on the shuttle, and um, I moved a little too late booking a seat on Amtrak, or that would have been a good option too. But I'm pretty happy I settled on Greyhound. First of all, it took less than 4 hours to get from Times Square to Dewey Square, and the convention here is just a 5 minute walk from Dewey Square. Um, I mean, 4 hours. You got to allow that time anyway, just to get out to LaGuardia and get through security and to sit out on the tarmac while they clear all the flights ahead of you at LaGuardia, and then flight time, and then you're waiting for your gate check luggage, and then you got to take the T in from Logan. You know, it's 4 hours, but Greyhound 1/10 the price. Completely comfortable, completely clean, Wi-Fi enabled. What's not to love? All right. So, what was I doing since I got here? In plenty of time, thank you, Greyhound. Um, Buses leave like every hour. Uh, okay, my first panel was it was conservatism in sci-fi. And if you've read Land That I Love, you know I'm not a conservative, and you know I'm not all that liberal either. Don't really feel these are useful terms. But compared to the other three members of this panel, I was like Eugene Debs. It's a real Wikipedia entry, DEBS, Eugene. So I didn't agree with these guys about too much, but it was good to find some other people who share my outrage over how Elizabeth Moon has been treated by her fan base. Um, and you know, she made some non-PC or really anti-PC comments about Muslims and their um, absorption into American society, and set off all kinds of red flags. And she got her WisCon guest of honor uh, credentials just yanked away from her. She was like uninvited to WisCon, and you know, I think there were some very reasoned arguments against what she said, and I certainly didn't agree with her. But I do agree with anyone's right to say something stupid every now and then, especially if they're an artist and their job is to get people thinking, and you kind of have to be on the cutting edge of that. And you can't be self-censoring. Anyway, they saw it the same way I did, and so maybe I'm wrong. Uh, One thing that they did say that I wish I could claim credit for this, but it was one of these arch conservatives on the panel with me. I forget which one of the three, but he noted that the monthly fantastic fiction readings are at a bar in New York called KGB. It's in Greenwich. It's in the East Village. If you ever get a chance to go to KGB, you know, go to KGB. But he observed how you can have a reading like that at a bar called KGB, but you better not hold it in any place called Gestapo. Good point. All right. So after that, I was on a panel that was at least ostensibly about how to balance writing with work and with the rest of your life. And Mark Van Name was on that panel, and you know, we talked about this and that. But I think what we all decided at the end, with the real gist of this panel discussion is that none of us will ever measure up to the brilliance, the work ethic, nay, the greatness that is Mark Van Name. All right, so today I've got 5 p.m. Panel. That's it for today. So I've got time off before that and after that, and plenty to do here. Lots of other good panels to attend, and great dealer room and art show. This is really a very good con. But 5 p.m. I am going to be doing a panel on beta reading, and I'm sure to draw on the experience I've had over the past 6 years with LI Sci-Fi, my crit group, and all the turnover we've had over those years. I'm like the last man standing as far as the founders are concerned, but it's always been a good circle of friends to share work with. And I was saying there is a lot to do around Arisia, and that's because, well, Boston is replete with great sci-fi conventions, and this is in the spirit. But there's like 3 others that are also well-known, well-attended sci-fi conventions. But what makes Arisia different is that this isn't just about sci-fi and fantasy literature and film, and TV shows and anime. It's also a magnet for the B&D and S&M and other constituencies of the kink community. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you just have to come up here. So anyway, I've got other panels on Sunday. They've really given me a lot to do here. And considering that they gave me a reading like really late in the evening on Sunday, and then asked me to sit on another panel on Monday that's kind of my wheelhouse, religion and sci-fi. I'm gonna stay on an extra day, I think, an extra night, and I will. I'm gonna have to make some arrangements. I'm not sure I can keep my room, so I better go check on that. And I'll talk to you tomorrow, and maybe I'll talk to you again later tonight if something interesting occurs that I can talk about.